Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me. I have a new microphone plugged into the camera. We're going to start off with some bent over rows on the Smith machine. I've never done them on the Smith machine before, but I like to switch up my workouts, different kinds of things, give you guys different workouts to do, see which ones you guys really connect with the most and get the best workout with. So we got 4 sets of 9. I'm going to try them on here. I'll load on some weight practice a little bit, then I'll come back and start the video. Okay guys, so after playing around with the weight some, I figured out that 35 was a little bit too heavy, so I put on 25.5 and 2.5, so 32.5 pounds on each side. So to do this, it's almost like doing bent over rows with a barbell, or you might also know them as barbell rows. You want to stand about shoulder width apart and kind of put your butt back. Drop them hips back, bend your knees just slightly. One thing I don't recommend is if you're going to do RDLs on leg day, don't do these on pull days, because you'll feel that stretch in your hamstrings and it's going to hurt the whole time. I did feel actually a bit in my shoulders when I was doing this, maybe because from letting down, controlling, I don't know. But here we go. I'm going to hit this for a set of 9. You're going to bring them elbows back at a 45-degree angle just like this, keeping that back as straight as you can, and rolling it back, really contracting, and letting it down. Here we go. Overhand, grip. I'm feeling it in my back, but I'm also feeling it in the front of my shoulders. I think it's from when I let it down like this, the front of my shoulders are taking over some of the weight. I'm going to hit 3 more sets of this, and then we're going to go into doing some spider curls. Alrighty guys, so I just finished up with the Smith machine back rows, or bent over barbell rows, whatever you like to call them. I think there's a few different names for them. As I kept going and progressing with them, I did feel it start to connect a lot more in my back. And usually I do 35s on each side with a barbell. I did less on there. I think I was able to do less but feel it more because I wasn't trying to stabilize it the whole time. I did feel it some in my shoulders, but I wasn't cheating and really moving a lot to be able to bring the weight up. On the Smith machine it was kind of controlled and I could really isolate it more into that back. So I would definitely recommend that now after doing 3 more sets of it. Next, I believe I said we're in the spider curls, so I got a 25 on each side of the easy bar, so that's 50, and then plus 20 for the weight of the easy bar. I'm going to set up the camera so you guys can watch me. We got 4 sets of 9 on these. Okay, so to do spider curls, you're going to want to prop your bench up to about a 45-degree angle, somewhere between the 40 and 45-degree angle. Set up your easy bar so you can take it off of something, or you don't have to use the easy bar, you can use dumbbells to do these too. Set it up so you can take it off of something and control the weight. Once you have that set up, place your feet back by the back legs of the bench, and then let yourself come in and forward. Okay, so once you have yourself set up for that, grab your easy bar, and then you can start doing your spider curls. Your spider curls are going to work that inner short head of your bicep. So when you're doing these and you get started, you don't want this to be a ballistic movement. You want to come up and really squeeze that bicep and then let it down nice and slow. So I'm going to do 8 more times and you guys can watch me. I believe that was 9. It kept screwing me up here a little bit and still is, as you can see. I kept hitting the thing over here. So I'm going to fix that, and then I'll record a second set where it's a little bit better so you guys can see. sorry. Just like that. Okay guys, so I believe I have this set up in the best way so you guys can see me do some single arm rear delt flies here. So I have a 5 and a 2.5 loaded up on the pulley system here. This is my first time doing them on this form of pulley. I've done them single arm before on a regular fly or cable machine, but I've never done them on this sort of cable system here. So I'm going to try my best. We have 4 sets of 9, right and left arms. So you're going to have to switch. You do left side, then you switch and do right side. I'll capture both sides. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 or 2 sets yet for the video camera, but here we go. So when you're doing these, you want to probably hold on to something. So whether it's the side bar or the top or onto your shoulder, anything that you can kind of hold on to. Normally a cable system or a regular cable machine would be a bit lower when you're doing this. This one's a little high. So you're going to kind of fly down at that 45-degree angle like this. Keep that arm nice and straight. A slight elbow bend, but otherwise you want to be straight. Just so that tricep doesn't engage. Alright, I did some extra there. But you're going to feel it right back here in the back in your rear delt. Okay, so we did the left side. Now we're going to go on to the right side. Sorry about the bar that's in the way here. But you'll be able to see me kind of come down from the back with it. Here we go. Again, keeping that 45-degree angle and pulling down. Keeping that arm just slightly bent so the tricep doesn't engage. I think I might try to put a 10 on there next. And then now we're gonna go into some deadlifts. Alrighty peeps. So I finished up my rear delt flies. The reason I really kind of like these is because it keeps that constant tension on the rear delt when you're going through the movement. And I just connect really well with it, flying down at that 45-degree angle. Okay, so here's the barbell. I got a metal barbell with 2 metal plates on each side, 225. So here we go. I'm going to do this as a warm-up for 6 to 8 reps. I always take my shoes off when I do deadlifts because I get a lot of squish in the bottom, and that it helps me be more stable because your feet are what really stabilizes your deadlift. So you're going to line yourself up. I prefer to do sumo deadlift, which is where you stand farther apart. Some people like conventional where they're close together. Whichever one you really like, it's allowed in powerlifting competition, sumo, conventional. So when you're doing deadlifts, you want to keep the bar nice and close to your shins. And keep that back as straight as possible. Use the legs to kind of lift yourself up and then lock out at the top. Like roll your shoulders back. You could do regular grip, which is where you're overhand, and you keep that back straight. Use the legs to come up. Like that. Or you can use mixed grip, which is where one hand is overhand, one hand is underhand. And then you come up, lock out. Same thing, just like that. But sometimes you have more grip with the overhand, underhand. It helps you more. So when I had my wrist straps that I bought before I discovered overhand, underhand, or mixed grip, as it's also known, I had to use the lifting straps once I got up there heavier. I could max out at about 325 and I couldn't pick no more than that for overhand. My forearms were not strong enough. Then I discovered mixed grip. Now I'm deadlifting 425. So I'm going to hit this for 6 to 8 reps. Watch my form. I'm not going to wear a belt with 225 because it's light enough. Once I put on about 325, 335, then I'll wear a belt. I always prefer to deadlift in front of a mirror so I can watch myself and watch my form. But I don't have a mirror here, so I'm going to refer back to the camera. That's why it's also a good thing to record yourself when you're doing any sort of workout that you're not sure if you're doing right and you don't have a mirror. So get in the stance, get down, bend them knees. Here we go. There we go. I was a little bit crooked here when I started, so I was crooked the whole time. I'm going to fix that. I might stick some 2.5 behind here so then it doesn't roll on me. Next thing, I'm going to add on another 45, and then we're going to hit it for 4 sets of 5. I got 3 45s and a 10 on each side of the bar. I ended up sticking 2.5s under each side here, so then the bar wouldn't roll back on me any. I got my belt. I'm going to try, this is 335. I'm going to try to hit it for 5. If I can't, I'll take the 10 off and put a 5 on. So I'll have 325 and I should be able to get that. So here we go. Just make sure you're locking out at the top. I had issues with it for a while, but you want to make sure you're locking out so then you can have your deadlift counted when you're powerlifting, and it'll help build your traps. And it'll help you build your traps back there a lot and rolling it back and contracting those shoulder blades. So here we go, tighten up your belt. Make your abs nice and tight when you pick it up, and then release on the way down. Make sure you're using them legs. You can even, people use chalk so they can help with their grip. There's 5. I'm sure my back got a bit rounded there. It always does. I try my best to keep it straight. Sometimes it's a struggle. But I have come a long way from when I started. If you want to see how I was when I started, check out my TikTok at Bryson_Becker1. Take off the hat. When the hat comes off, it gets serious. Okay guys, so I finished up my deadlifts, got quite sweaty and worked pretty hard on those, but feeling good. Now we're going to move on to some cable hammer curls. We got 4 sets of 9. So you're going to use a double rope like this, and you're going to have it in the middle. I have a chain, so mine comes up a little farther, but most cable machines are adjustable, so you can adjust it so it's higher. You want to keep the tension on the bicep at all times as you're doing these cable hammer curls. Just like so down here, there should still be pull on the rope when you're down here in the movement. You don't want to hit it so you have no tension in the bicep. So I have 2 10s loaded on each side, 40 pounds. I'm going to do this for 9 here. Here we go. I have a chain, so mine is a little bit higher. Keep them elbows in. I think that was 9, I'm not sure. I'm going to load on probably a 2.5 or a 5 just to make it a little harder because that was pretty easy. Okay. Next we're on to some neutral grip lat pull down. To do neutral grip, I just took the like a regular lat pull down bar and added some handles on there like that. Alrighty, so into the second set of lat pull downs, I kept the same amount of weight on here. I'm gonna do this again, try to make my form a little bit better for you guys. I've been testing kind of new camera angles today, trying to find the best angles that I have. I also have a new microphone on there. Let me know what you guys think of that down below. Here we go. Alrighty, there was 9. I feel this kind of more in my lats when doing the shoulder width compared to doing overhand. When I do overhand, I feel more in my shoulders and my biceps. Alrighty guys, so we just finished up lat pull downs. Now we're going to move on to incline dumbbell curls. These things are by far one of my favorite bicep exercises. So you're going to put your bench on a 45 to 60 degree angle. I believe this one's on a 60 degree angle right now. I have 30 pounds on each dumbbell. I like to do them alternating, or you can do them together. I do them alternating though. So when you lay back, you're going to sit back like this on your bench, and you're going to bring your arms back and curl up, really squeeze, and then down. Curl up, squeeze, down. This really offers an extended range of motion in that bicep and get an extra stretch in it. If I didn't already say it, we have this for 3 sets of 9. So we finished up my incline dumbbell curls. Now we're going to go into some incline dumbbell row. I really feel that this is a great workout for the back because you get a good stretch and you get a good contraction when you row it back. I got 40 pounds on dumbbells here. You want to put your bench on a 30 to 45 degree angle to target the lats and your delts and your upper traps. That's the best angle range to have it in when doing these, hence the name incline. Alright, so I'm going to show you how you get a nice stretch and contraction in your back. So you're going to set yourself up almost like you're doing a spider curl, but with your chest, your nipples just above the end of the bench. So then that back can really get rounded and stretched, like that. So you're going to get your dumbbells, probably move mine forward a little bit so I can get them easier. 1, 2. So I really got that stretch in that upper back. And then row it. Kind of throw that chest up. Drive them elbows through. Now we're going to do a pump check with the shirt on and shirt off. Sorry, I'm a little bit sweaty. I'm going to try to get good lighting here, but I'm not sure it's the best. Bicep. Like this. There we go. Switch arms. I'm not the best at posing yet. Getting better at it. Do it back. Here we go. Whew. Shoulders are looking a bit pumped up here. Bicep. Pretty big peak there. It's getting better. It's getting better. Alrighty, now onto the back. I don't know what my back looks like till after I check the footage. Move that camera a little bit. Just check the tricep. There we go. Back again. There we go. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching. Check out my TikTok and Instagram. And down in the description at Bryson_Becker1. Thank you all for watching. Hope you like the new microphone. You can also find the workout down in the description below. Alright, see y'all tomorrow.